So today we're back and we're going to be looking at a setup that I've wanted to try for a long time and I've finally got the opportunity to do so, so we're going to be taking a look. So let's get into it. But before we do, if you do go to enjoy the video and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. We're going for YouTube rank and we're just over halfway there, so you should subscribe. Also, you should leave a like on the video, it lets me know that you actually enjoy the videos and it also boosts the video in the algorithm. And finally, my Discord server is the top link in the description, there's really no reason not to join. Anyway, let's get into the video, I hope you all do enjoy. So the setup we're going to be trying today is Storm with a Hyperion. The reason why I've not tried this before is because I'm broke, I have Necron Armor and I have a Flower of Truth, so yeah. Although when I was streaming earlier on today, Alex came into the chat and offered to let me borrow this for the stream and then give it back tomorrow, so I feel like it's a great opportunity to test it out and then see what it's all about. And I have to say thanks to Alex, if you've not already subscribed to him then you should, he's a better flipper than I will ever be, so yeah, it'll be linked in the description. And I have to say thanks to Alex, this video wouldn't be possible if he didn't let me borrow the set, and he's, to be honest, he's probably one of the best flippers out there, so I don't know what this guy's doing in front of me. Nevertheless, his channel will be linked in the description, so you should check it out. Anyway, I've spent most of my time in this game as either a Berserk or an Archer, so I've always gone for Necron or Shadow Assassin, and I've never really tried Storm or pretty much any sort of mage weapon. Also, due to the fact that the Hyperion is now over 1 billion coins, I'm going to be saving up for it because it's too good not to. I've never had one for myself, but nevertheless this set is pretty much as fully maxed as it gets, except growth and protection 7 and I guess the gemstones. Anyway, it's also white, this guy's balling. Anyway, we're going to be testing it out, and here's the Hyperion, and to be honest I think this may be as maxed as it gets. I went ahead and changed the power stone, so I would have obviously things geared to mage, so we just have straight up intelligence, which is what we want. I only have 668 magical power, but that's what we're working with. The only other issue is I don't have a sheep, but I don't have an ender dragon. I don't really have anything that would be used for mage. I don't even have a blue whale, so the pet is going to be a bit of an issue. Now you may be just thinking you just buy a pet for the video, but here's the current situation, we can't get into the AH, so we're going to have to make do with one of these pets. Maybe the baby Yeti, it could offer some sort of protection. Yeah, I guess baby Yeti is. Anyway, the way in which we're going to test this set is we're going to go to the Crimson Isles. And to be honest, at the moment I need some Kudra keys, so I'm going to grind some bosses and we're going to compare that to my other setup, which is Necron Armor and a Juju. And honestly the difference is absolutely ridiculous. Granted, one set is substantially more expensive than the other. That's besides the point, it just shows how much of a difference this setup really makes. It's ridiculous. You also have to consider that I'm using a Yeti pet, so this isn't ideal. Anyway, we're literally just going to see how much damage we can do against this boss, and we're actually going to die. That's not ideal at all. Okay, we did 14k damage, but it didn't really go to plan. Let's try another one. Okay, this time we got 16 million damage, but the issue is the mana. Like, I'm running out of mana really quickly because I don't have a sheep pet, so yeah, there's an issue. Okay, so Toast from the Discord lent me this sheep pet, so yeah, we're going to try with a sheep pet, should be better. Okay, way better, we got 50 million damage, very very nice. We're going to test this out soon with my Necron Armor, and you'll see how much of a difference it actually makes. Okay, on this one we got 65 million, much better again. So yeah, it really does prove like you need this set to do anything these days, it seems like anyway. Anyway, we've switched our Power Stone back to Hurtful, we've got our Necron set on, we've got our Tiger pet out, we've got our Juju shortbow, and now it's time to go back and attempt to do the same thing against those bosses, and let's see what happens. Bearing in mind this Necron set is pretty much as maxed as the Storm, like it's very similar, and I've got this Terra helmet, which is not too bad. Okay, so here we go. Let's see, so we're doing like what's like 100 to 200k damage per, compared to like 1 mil or 2 mil per click, which is just so much more of a difference. The issue of this is as well is it seems to be a lot more squishy. Granted, that is pretty much an insta kill anyway, but the amount of damage difference is ridiculous. And it's obviously it's not too much the armor, it's the weapon. And to be honest, I used to have a giant sword, and even this didn't really improve it that much. Like, you did more damage, but it's nowhere near on the level of a Hyperion. This time I got 31 mil. Okay, so that's actually the most I've ever got with this setup. The thing is it took way longer, and not only that, that's pretty much as good as it's going to get with my setup, 31 mil as opposed to like 65. It's not just grinding bosses that this really makes a difference for. Even if, say for instance, we just go over to the graveyard and we're doing 170k damage, around about 170k. Maybe if I even try to put the skeleton pet on, is this going to do more damage? 274. Okay, maybe I should have been using the skeleton pet. And even with the skeleton pet, I did 18k damage, and granted I could probably do more, but it just depends on who's here. And then we just test our damage with the Hyperion, 871k. Like, it's just so much better. I mean, obviously it's a lot more expensive of a setup, but it's so worth it. Now, I acknowledge that this is by no means the most technical sort of comparison or test video for a piece of or set of armor you've ever seen, and it won't be. I don't really do those sort of videos, but it just shows like how good this setup is, and it's so worth the coins. The Hyperion is so worth the coins. It's so expensive, and people might think, you know, what's the point? Like, why? How can it be worth that much? But this is why. It's just, yeah, on a different level. But anyway, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.